You're watching Honky Tonk Heroes.
Hi, I'm Dave Lavender.
And I'm Michelle Goodman.
And this is Mr. Mike 304 TV presents Honky Tonk Heroes. Now today we have Jon Bassin and his cousin Austin Salters, and they are performing a new duo here in town, and it's very exciting. I know Bassin hasn't been in town that long, but he's already making a big name for himself. He's been playing a lot of shows, and he's kind of rolled down like an apple all the way from Michigan to here in Huntington, West Virginia. We're really excited to have him, and he's playing a lot of fresh picked songs. And Bassin, tell us a little bit about you guys growing up, and maybe when was the first time you guys really started making music, and what caused you to make music in your life?
So I'm from Michigan, a little tiny town of Lowell, Michigan, and growing up, I have always had cousins down here. My grandma's from here, so I've known Austin my whole life. Probably since we grew up together, pretty much, yeah. And so we started making. When did you start making music? 4 weeks ago, something like that. Started playing about 4 weeks ago together. So
something like that.
I was gonna expand my music, and this was the kid for it. So.
Nice. I guess tell us a little bit about what instruments do you play? When did you guys start playing? And what all do you guys play? Because I know you guys play a bunch of instruments. So.
All right. Well, I'm kind of like a king of none, master of none, but I play a lot. So I guess I play harmonica, drums, guitar, try to pick on banjo a little bit, and I think that's about it. And you play everything.
It's kind of hard to outline. I started on drums. That's like my main instrument. Grew up playing gospel a lot, and I transitioned to guitar, and then after that just came accompanying instruments like dobro, banjo, mandolin, piano, bass, steel guitar, pedal steel. Just kind of a lot of those extra instruments. Same thing. Not a master, but like to play them.
Yeah. So it looks like a ukulele-free zone over here. Now they're going to admit it. So, admitted live on Honky Tonk Heroes.
So how has your music evolved since you've moved to the Huntington area? Have you seen much change in your sound since you moved here?
I've always I'm into a lot of different types of music. I'm actually a metalhead too. I like metal. I love a bunch of different stuff. But for some reason, all I write is just singer-songwriter, folk style, country style stuff. So that's kind of. Yeah, so it's always been in me, but the people down here, remember the first, it was a year ago, Alexis and JJ, everyone's just like, come play this open mic. I was like, all right. It was about a year ago, I think, so I'm pretty new to the scene and music scene and everything like that, so, but yeah, about a year ago, and it's just the people down here holding my hand and telling me to come do things, and here I am. So,
I guess how does that feel as an artist to get sort of the embrace of people like the Honky Tonk Heroes and like the local music scene? Because it does seem like you've been on some great bills and you've already been doing some traveling. I guess tell us about how important that is for a young artist to be able to fall into some mentors and some people that are really out there doing it.
It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial to be in a place where people just take you in and say, hey, this is what you're gonna do, and you're like, okay, all right. Deer in the headlights look. It's incredible, and just the compassion and southern hospitality of this group and this city is just really is crucial for young artists.
Have you been able to kind of, has anybody in particular taken you under their wing as far as other musicians in the area?
I don't know about other musicians, but like JJ, Alexis, the name goes, it just goes on and on and on. Just the people here, so it's they've plugged me into places where I can learn and can collab with other instruments and other musicians. So
I guess as a songwriter, who's and a writer, who's some of the people that influenced you the most? As you've been kind of creating your own sound.
Oh boy, this goes on and on. John Stevens, Tallest Man on Earth. Let's see, Marty Robbins. I love Marty Robbins. Huge Marty Robbins fan. It's all over the place. It is all over the place. It's really hard to.
He has like 80 gigs of music on his phone.
I do. I have 80 gigs of music on my phone. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
Do you guys think it seems like it's a great kind of creative time where people really embrace. They don't really want to put labels on people. I think it seems like with the festival scene and whatnot, it seems like people are just excited to hear original music. I guess do you guys feel that kind of love when you're out there performing? Like people not trying to really pigeonhole you, but just letting you be whatever you're gonna be.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely feel that, and I think it's something that's beautiful. Some of my favorite bands, they don't have one sound. They're not tied down to one sound. They can do this style of music, they can do that style of music, and so that's, I guess, what I aim to be, because I can't just write, same style of music. It's just not what happens. So.
So what are some of the first songs that you have written that you're really proud of, that you're putting out there for people?
So I guess the first songs I'm pretty proud of. Wrote a song for my grandma. We lost her last December, so it's still pretty fresh. But I wrote a song for her called "My Claret in a Rose Bush," and then I wrote another song called "Appalachian Moon," which I'm pretty proud of. And then I guess there's another one called "Horticulture" that I really enjoy. That's all about my friends in Michigan. But it's
Nice. I guess tell us about, how cool is it to be in a band with your cousins and like sort of keep that family circle unbroken? That's really cool. There's always a special bond with cousins and with families too. So tell us a little bit about that. That's a really awesome thing.
Well, it's great. It's in our blood, so it's just like playing with a best friend, but also family. So
And there's just something to family harmonies and the way you play music. I think your upbringing can help determine a lot of how you play. So if you've had similar upbringings, it seems to mesh really well.
Yeah, there's probably a great communication thing happening. I know all of our favorite bands, they can sort of look at each other, and there's a lot of communication that has to go on in a band, or even if you're just a duo or three-piece. But probably some of that's already innate if you're a cousin.
Yeah,
you can look at each other and you kind of know like. Yeah.
We know exactly where we're going, we know exactly what we're going to do. So, we grew up in church, so it's like, we've got that same style, that same background. So, I mean, we don't even have to really talk. We're just like nod here and there, and we know exactly what's going on. So.
You see us laugh during the set. Something probably went wrong, and we both know it.
Yeah.
So since you guys have been playing together for a short time, what is kind of your process for putting together songs?
Well,
Lots of coffee.
Yeah. He generally comes over. I put on a pot of coffee. He's really good with words, so he typically always has a lot of lyrics written down, maybe already a song put together, and then by the time he comes over, I just kind of help with the music a little bit, and maybe the melodies, and just kind of the cherry on top. But he's pretty good about writing a good foundation for a song.
Well, that's great. It's always fun to be able to add a lot of flavor to some, to songs that are happening.
Like Guy Fieri over here, just Flavor Town. But yeah.
Well, man, we're really excited. Like I said, Bassin hasn't been in town long, but he's already made a big name for himself, and everybody loves him, and for good reason. And so it's going to be really exciting to see what you guys come up with together. And we're really proud that you guys, what you guys are doing, and excited that you guys stopped by Honky Tonk Heroes. So this is Mr. Mike, 304 TV presents Honky Tonk Heroes, and we have one last question. What is the true definition of a honky tonk hero?
When I think of a honky tonk hero, I think about the toy drive that they do every year. I think of old cowboy music, outlaw music, stuff like that. So it's just great, and we're honored to be here. Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure.
All right, well, thank you very much, and we're signing off.